Alright, so I'm reading Daniel chapter 1 and verse 2. It says that the Lord gave Joachim, king of Judah, into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, or whatever his name is. Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar, whatever. Anyways, it says here that the god of this cherubim, known as Lord God Zeus, it says that he took some of the men of Judah, the vessels of the house of the I am that I am, or whatever. He carried into the land of Shinar, to the house of his God. That's the house of his God, right? And who's his God? Well, land of Shinar. Make the connection. Babel, Nimrod, Yin Yang, king of the gods, the cherubim Zeus. On the other hand, you got the Archon, Amraphel, Nimrod. I didn't know that. You see, I'm just reading Daniel. I'm not actually interested in the book of Daniel, but I didn't realize that these gods go hand in hand. Amraphel and Zeus. Just two sides of the same coin. Masons, Illuminists, Illuminati, Eagle, right? Pyramid. You get the idea. Strong ones. Very strong. So anyways, yeah. A lot of you don't know that when you read the scriptures, you're actually reading about the same gods that you worship. They've tricked you into worshiping them. They're nothing more than angels, you see. Archons. Pretending to be something they're not. Like the prime source. You see? So that's what you got going on. Yep. So anyways, just wanted you to pick up on that, okay? that Nebuchadnezzar was another depiction of Zeus, king of the gods. He's a Greek. He's known as Lord God, a couple other names. He uses the eagle. And I mean, just do some research on him, okay? Fresh up your mythology to him, like he told me. Anyways, so his God dwells in the land of Shinar. I'm guessing that's Nimrod. If you make the connections. Shinar, or whatever. The original Tower of Babel. Some say Neo-Babylon is actually Cain on another timeline. Could be. There's basically the bad guys, right? The bad guys in the story, they're leveling up back to their original form because they've fallen, you see. Kind of like what we have to do. You see. But they represent the evil side of the coin, you see. They represent the idol, the statue, you see. That is Nebuchadnezzar. On one side, you got the white devil, and on the other side, you got the black devil. Yin and Yang. Okay? Amraphel. And what's the other cat? Zeus. That's what you got going on. Right? So that's what it is. And, you know, the head of gold, the chest, silver, bronze, you know, like the lower portion, then the legs of iron, the toes of clay. Clay? What is clay? Humans represent clay. Okay, but it says that the toes do not mix with the iron and clay. So even though we're among them, we don't mix with them. You see what I'm saying? Because they have a different agenda than humans, you see. You see what I'm saying? But also, we're not alike. Okay? So yeah, we're trying to help them at the same time. We wish the best for them, but I don't think they have good intentions for us. You see. So that's what's happening. So yeah, the toes don't mix with the clay. All right. And yeah, they have an agenda that's not in the best interest for humanity. And anyways, the clay, that's just another idol, you know, part of the statue. It could be another idol, but however, again, the toes do not mix with the iron, so that means you got to separate the clay from the statue. You see, you got to separate humans from the idol, from Babylon. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, that's what you got going on. And at some point, it's gonna happen. You see, it's gonna happen physically. It's gonna manifest physically. It's part of the story. You know, they go their way, we go our way, and that's what you got going on. You see, because we're just not. We're not alike. You see, we're on the verge of advancing. You see, we need to spiritually advance, and we can't do it with them. You see, they're more on the oppressed the weak. You know, they look at the toes like, man, what are you to me? Like, why do I need you? You know, they look at you as less. You see, that's how they look at you. Like, man, you're just clay. You know, that's how these baby loons look at you. Those are joining hand in hand with them. So they're like, you know, we just separate the toes, let them go their way. You know, and they're basically the rest of the idol minus the clay. They're the steel legs, they're the bronze hips, the silver chest, and the head of iron. Iron. Well, maybe they are iron, right? As above, so below, as within, so without. So, if they're not clay, then that means that their head's probably full of iron, right? Their head is full of iron. So that means, yeah, that even though they're just gold-plated, the head is gold-plated, I believe, you see. Gold-plated. It's gold-plated. Maybe not even solid gold, but their thinking is like that of silver, you see. They look at you as less. It's funny because they look at you as silver, iron, lead, and all that. And how they look at you is what's in their head, how they think. As above, so below, right? As below, so above. So if they're looking at the clay as less, they're looking at they're not even looking at the toes, you see. They don't look at the toes. They're looking at their own feet, and they're like, oh, well, I just liken you to, you know, silver. But that's how they don't realize that. Yeah, they like they say, as above, so below, right? So that means you're looking at the silver feet because that's how you think. You're thinking what's inside of you is likened to silver. You're just gold-plated, you see. So in other words, you're kind of reprobate. You're not all there. You're not a gold mind, if you know what I mean. M-I-N-D, mind, gold mind. And yeah, that's why they want to take over your mind and stuff, okay? That's why they want our minds. See, we got a golden apple, that's what we call it. No, it's not Mark of the Beast or nothing like that. We got a golden apple. There's a golden apple in the toes, okay? There's a golden apple in the toes that they want, you see? And yeah, I'm sure some of them got, you know, I'm not gonna knock them. I think they're all, I don't want to speak negative about them. They're all brilliant thinkers, you know. I learned a lot from them too, so I'm not gonna say I didn't. It's kind of like a mirror image, you see. They might see you as silver, and some of them might see you as gold, but it depends what they're looking at, you see. You see what I'm saying? So anyways, here's the thing though. Whether they look at me as sober or not, I really don't care what they view me as. But you know, in my eyes, I try to look at somebody in their best form. But that's just me, you see. That's just me. I don't knock them. I'm not so focused on somebody like, man, this, that, and the other. You know, and a lot of these Old Testament heads, or even these advanced ones, you know, they get a little bit of power and it goes to their head. And it happens, you know. I don't hold it against them. They get on their high horse, you know, they get on a power trip. So anyways. Clay, we can't really mix with them, you know. Opposites attract, I get it. But we're not even supposed to be mixing with them, I don't think. Maybe in the future. I really don't know. I don't think so. I don't think we should. I think those that do want to get with them, I think they're at risk at getting injured severely, bad. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, because they're very deceptive. Okay, very, very deceptive. They're not gonna change, I don't think, and that's just the way they are. I still look at them in a good light. You see, I don't look at them in a negative light. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know the scriptures says this bad about them. You know, somebody might have a bad opinion about that. I don't look at them. What I'm doing is just spiritual warfare. You see what I'm saying? But I don't look at them like, oh, they're any less, this, that, and the other. But yeah, that's what you got going on. Anyways, I mean, I don't know what they're doing behind closed doors. That's their business. You see what I'm saying? So, anyways, I guess at some point the clay has to separate from the steel feet, the legs, and yeah, that's what it is, man. Okay. That's what you got going on. So anyways, yeah, it's because, like, you know, you got somebody over here that's the problem, you see. Who's the problem? People like me. So I gotta dip out, man. You know, I gotta go. This is their place. They want to run it a certain way, and I'm sure they feel like I'm in the way. And you know, when it's time to go, it's time to go. You know, when the time is right, the time is right. But right now, I think the time is not yet. I don't know when. We'll see what happens. But anyways, I'm out. Shalom.